The invisible ceiling keeping beauty business owners stuck and stagnant. Let's talk about self-doubt. What is self-doubt? What comes into your head? Oh, I can't do that. What if I fail? What if I look stupid? What if it doesn't work? Self-doubt will literally creep in. Why? Because our brains are not wired for success. They are wired for safety, to keep us safe. Success is not safety to our brains. Fear of judgment. I'm scared of what people will say. I'm scared I'll look stupid. I'm scared they'll talk behind my back. What if they don't like me? Fear of judgment. Not showing up online. Not getting onto your stories and talking to camera because you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to look stupid. You don't like how you look. You don't like how you sound. So you keep playing small. Oh, I'm just going to stay in this little bubble, just consistent with a few clients coming in each week. I'll keep my income pretty low because that's what I feel safe with. Second guessing every single decision that you make. Have you ever had a thought like, oh, I want to do this? And then in comes that thought, well, what if it doesn't work? What if you look stupid? What if you fail? These are all invisible ceilings that are keeping beauty business owners stuck where they currently are. I lack confidence. I'm not a confident person. I'll do it when. I'll do it when I'm more confident. I'll do it when I'm ready. There is no right time. Confidence is not going to magically appear either. Confidence comes from doing the thing, from taking that action. So why does this all exist? Because identity drives behavior. Your current identity, whilst we love her, she got you to where you are now. She got you to open the business. She got you to start putting yourself out there. And whilst we love her, she is not the identity that is going to get you to those big goals and those big dreams. I don't know how many identity deaths I have had over the years, loads, because every time I'm working towards a new goal, that old identity, she has to die and I have to step into a new identity. So what will you be stepping into? Your CEO identity. Not the therapist, not the beauty boss, a CEO identity. How does she walk? How does she talk? How does she show up? Does she second guess herself? Does she take the action straight away? Or does she make the excuses? I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z. So the old way is changing the actions of people, changing the actions of beauty bosses. Oh, I try this strategy. I'll try this marketing thing. I might show up on my stories once a month. Oh, I'll just keep posting, but I'll hide behind like Canva posts. Not actually showing their face, the human behind the business. Humans buy from humans. And how do you get confident by doing that? By taking the action and actually doing it. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fuck up. But you're human. And hiding behind an old identity is not going to get you to where you want to go with those big goals, those big dreams in your beauty business. So how does Pillar 2 look like in the Unstoppable Beauty CEO? This is where we go in on your beliefs. What do you believe? What do you believe about money? Do you have to work hard to earn more money? Money doesn't grow on trees. Money's hard to come by. One minute I have money, the next minute I don't have money. What do you believe in your treatments? What is your opinion? Are you sharing your opinion? Your self-worth. How do you feel about yourself? What do you say to yourself daily? If what you're saying to yourself daily, let's just think about this. Would you say that to a stranger? Would you say that to your best friend? Would you say that to your child, to your mum, to your dad? If you wouldn't actually say it to anybody else, why are you saying it to yourself? The language you are using. I always say language is spells. And what do I mean by language? What you literally voice. The thought comes into your head and then the voice comes out. What language are you using? Everything's so hard. It's the economy. No one's buying. People aren't spending their money. What are you voicing out loud? Because that language actually comes from an internal belief that you have. So it's the belief, the thought, then the voice comes out. And if you actually ask yourself, is it 100% factual? No, it's not. It's your brain literally trying to keep you safe. It's the economy. That's why no one's spending. That's absolute BS. The beauty industry is a multi-million dollar industry. People are spending more money than they ever have before on what they value. They're just not spending it with you. You're not getting in front of your ideal audience, your ideal clients that see the value in what you do. When you've got them in the salon, do you engage with boohoo, poor me conversations? Or do you try to keep the conversations upbeat and light and take control of the conversation? Or do you feel yourself being pulled in and be like, oh yeah, this happened to me the other day and oh, it's just shit. Language literally spells. What you think and what you voice out loud is simply, your brain is going to look for more evidence of that, and that is what you are going to attract back to you. And what is your CEO identity? So we have the vision, where you want to go. We then create the identity that is actually going to get you there. So what identity does that need to be? What action does she take? How does she walk? How does she talk? How does she hold herself? How does she hold a conversation? What boundaries does she have? How does she talk to herself? How does she talk to other people? Does she manage her money? Does she have any clue of what's coming in and what's going out? Does she actually know what she needs to be charging to be profitable? That is a CEO identity in a beauty salon. You get to take control of the salon. So let's just look at your current identity. Whilst we love her, she got you to where you are now, but she lovingly needs to die in order to create the new identity, to bring in what you actually want. So what current identity do you hold? Is it lack, struggle, not enough, not attracting your ideal clients, inconsistent bookings? One minute you've got money, next minute you don't have money. You seem to take 5 steps forward, 3 steps back. Struggling. So why do women in the beauty industry still sabotage? Even when they know better. Come into the next episode and we'll explain why.